Let's see. I think it was going up the bridge. Yep. Which seems pretty obvious. It's the only other way.
Must be dull without magic, but this place is amazing.
Just because dwarves don't have magic doesn't mean they can't be interesting. Hello, Herlock Alpha. You're getting mauled by my dog. How do you feel about that? Let's see. Oh, I guess magic doesn't work when there's enemies around, of course. Okay. Magic's all flowing that way.
I think something's here.
There we go.
Oh,
senses tingling.
Guardians! That's what that word on the scroll meant.
So, Ancient Elven Guardians.
I hope this goes well. Here we go.
But, as I said before,
Knights of Arlathan are
not much of a match for us.
lanterns. I didn't realize the statue was capable of being literal. I should study dwarven history when I return. Oh, what's that? Fascinating. A monument of some kind, possibly. Where's my notebook? Oh, sorry. I'll have to look at that later.
You're holding us up, Finn. I forget exactly how many lights there are. Probably somewhere around 5, I think. Give or take, if my memory serves me. As I've said in the past, it's been a while since I played this particular mission. Alright, lights are going that way. Oop, autosave.
Oops. Nothing here.
Oh, guess he thought there was a light around here, but there wasn't.
This should be easy enough.
Deep Stalkers! What does that remind me of? Dark Stalkers, that's what that reminds me of. Man, it's been a long time since I saw anything Darkstalker related. If you don't know what Darkstalkers are, don't worry. Completely unrelated.
Torches. Still burning after thousands of years. Magic? Special fuel? Perhaps the design of the sconces? Hey, wait up!
Well, that is a good point. Why are these torches burning for so long? And I guess sturdy dwarven craftsmanship is the answer.
It's like standing in a field of stars. And they're showing us the way.
Yep, and looks like we got one right here.
Let's see.
I see one.
There we go.
As you wish.
In hindsight,
And there are 4, so I was 1 off, yeah.
should have expected resistance like this.
Hi, Mr. Guardian.
This should be easy enough.
That's 2 lanterns. We just need a couple more.
Actually, one of the things that I appreciate about comments made about ancient dwarven materials, I don't know about the elven artifacts, but they say on more than one occasion that as the dwarves hunt for relics of their past, they note that they are primitive in their quality.
We're seeing the magical
and,
energy being drawn to the lights of Arlathan.
And I think that's a good point. You know, I think it's far more reasonable to expect that ancient dwarven artifacts would not be as good if they're improving their technology and their craftsmanship. So while ancient dwarven artifacts have a lot of sentimental value, it's not like they're superior in their make. I think that's a nice, much more realistic twist on the typical fantasy trope of, you know, it's older, therefore it is, by virtue of that, superior. Let's see, now there was something Let's see. Where's the magic going?
Darkspawn. Destroy the fiends.
Oops. Looks like it was going into that building there. Check another one of these fountains.
I'll try to make something explode.
I like that statement from Finn. I'll try to make something explode. That's what a wizard's job is, right?
You don't seem to be that pleased to be out of the tower, Finn. I thought most mages wanted to be free.
Why? Just to be outside? Do you see this splotch here on my robe? That's mud. There's no mud in the tower. I miss being cozy and dry.
Wow. Now there's a mage that was made to just be in the circle tower all his life. Okay. Where are you going? Around that way.
Those cars. Look at the craftsmanship on...
Finn!
Sorry.
So easily distracted. Oh. There it is. Okay.
Oh, I bet there's one here. There it is.
Oh, what we could do if we hadn't lost this magic.
And yes, one more to go.
Excellent.
Alright. Last one is up the stairs this way. Good, we're still on the right track.
Over here, perhaps.
That was disappointing.
Should only look for it where I tell you, Finn.
Dwarves giving shelter in this darkness to the elves who fled Arthan.
Why does it always have to be so unusual for elves and dwarves to actually get along? Come on.
So you've never been outdoors? Till now?
I have been. I just don't care much for it. We had to do stretching exercises. I got sweaty. There was dirt. During my apprenticeship, they thought getting fresh air and exercise at least once a week would do us good.
Fresh air and sunlight is good for you.
You know what fills fresh air in the summer? Mosquitoes. Hungry for sweet, untested mage flesh.
Well, when you put it that way...
Luckily, it didn't last long. One day, an apprentice made a break for it. Jumped off the dock and started swimming for the shore. The Templars couldn't jump in after him, not with the armor on. Finally found him a week later. We stopped having to go out after that. That mage, Anders, never stopped trying to escape, though. Haven't heard from him since his last attempt.
We know why. And I was already about to guess that he was talking about Anders.
Look at this bitch. I love it.
Definitely fewer darkspawn down here than there used to be.
It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me.
Given the story so far, there's actually story reasons why that is. Do a little bit of looting, what the hey. Okay, and there it is.
This is like playing hide and seek.
Here we are.
Yep, it is.
Here it comes.
Ta-da! And we're done.
Move and parry, strike and kill.
At least I think we are. Yep. So the other thing to do is obtain a shard of the broken Alluvion, and that is where we're going into the ancient elven ruins for.
I am not afraid. Victory will be mine.
Guardian's healing himself. Gotta put him down. There we go.
We have 4 lights of Alathan. I hope that's enough. We still need the shard of the Alluvian, though. Let's head to the Elven Ruins when you're ready.
Alright. Let's be on our way. Autosave. And I believe this is our way out. Yes, indeed. Okay, to the Elven Ruins we go.
That ring. You play with it often.
Morrigan gave it to me a long time ago.
A ring is a significant gift. In human cultures, does that not mean...
We're not married, if that's what you're asking.
You put yourself in such danger just to find her. What will you do when you reach her?
I don't intend to let her slip away again.
We'll find her. You have my word. The ancient Alluvian will be our key.
And sure enough, it's not just part of the game. He still has Morrigan's ring on. As I've said before, I think part of...
If you hate the outside so much, why come with us?
Couldn't pass up a chance to learn more about the ancient elves and the mirrors. Besides, the company is good.
Thanks.
I meant the dog.
I knew he was going to say that. As I mentioned before, I think part of Vexus's character is that he's a bit sentimental. Yeah, so another landmark corpse. That's actually part of something that you can do with Vanguard in the main game, where he can, as I said before, kind of mark his territory, and it's another kind of, you know, collection or hide and seek kind of quest. But as with many of the other side quests, not particularly story driven in any way, so I didn't really bother with it.
Enemies approaching.
Oh!
Ooh, infected elves. And if you played the Dalish elf origin, then this would be your homecoming, and you would know a bit more about contextually about what's going on here.
Very sick before they died. Irabellus, Lethalin.
You don't think it's contagious, do you?
Well, it depends. The nature of the corruption of the Alluvion is never quite made clear as to whether it's just the same as the taint, or if it's some derivation thereof. Okay, that's locked. Let's go the other way. At the time of this recording, of course, only Dragon Age and Dragon Age 2 have been released so far. But given all of the story that's been presented thus far, I would be willing to argue that the two most significant origins that you can have as the Warden are the Mage, which is what we're doing here with the Warden Vexus, and the Dalish Elf origin. It seems, at least like I said so far, that the most kind of repercussions of what's going on in the story come from those two origins. So if you really want to make your Warden's background be the most significant to what's going on with the world in general, then I would definitely recommend either one of those two origins. Now, that's not to say that by the time we get the material for Dragon Age 3, that perhaps other origins, like the Dwarven origins, might also come to play a larger role. So we can't really count that out yet. But that would just be my advice for now. Oops, I didn't want the inventory. I wanted the map. Okay. Looks like we could go either way. I just want to check this hallway to see if this door is locked over here. Nope, looks like it's just can go either way. Now, of course, especially if you've played the Dalish Elven Origin, you know that that is definitely where the mirror resided. But again, the door is locked, and that door is locked. So, looks like we're really going to have to go the other way first. They should have just go ahead and blocked off this passage if they didn't want us to go that way. Just wasting our time running around here.
I hope this goes well.
Okay, so through the door here, must be some kind of latch or thing to open the main door.
Time for some
Poor elves. Poor elves that, just like Vexus, love to cast Fireball.
As you wish.
Wonder if that's like an elven trait. If you're a mage, I guess. Elven mages love to cast fireballs. Okay. And let's go ahead and check the chest. Sorrows of Arlathon. I wonder what's down that hole there. Ah, infected Keymaster. Maybe he's got it. Oops. Come here. There we go. There's the key. Alright. So, unlock this door.
Right.
And I hear shrieks. There you are. Nice of them to announce their presence just before they decloak. And finally we access this door. Let's see what's left of the Alluvion. There's a shard.
I can't believe this is one of the Alluvians. It's magnificent. And broken. Mostly broken. With the shard and the lights of Arlathan, we should be able to scry for an unbroken mirror. This looks like a suitable place to do the ritual. We can start whenever you're ready.
Alright. Well, yep. Completed everything in here, so no reason to hold off on the ritual.
Let's hope this works.
You have no hope.
Have at you.
Oh. Gotta make sure Finn's doesn't get interrupted here. Poor timing, I'd say. Anyone else? Yes.
I can taste your fear, mortal.
I hate more dying. Blast you.
Stand your ground.
The fact that these guys are dropping like flies is not really boding well to their tough talk.
Oh, am I bleeding? Oh, look, a rip in my robe.
Oh, God.
What happened to Ariane? Give us your blood. Who cares if it hurts?
It's my blood. That's different.
Did the ritual work, Finn?
I've pinpointed another Alluvian. It's in the Dragonbone Wastes. The Tevintus probably moved it there to see if the ancient dragon bones could enhance the Alluvian's power.
I've been to the Dragonbone Wastes. I saw no mirror.
It might be hidden, or only appear to those who know its location.
So what do we do when we're there?
We examine the mirror. It might give clues to what Morrigan's doing. If she's looking for the Alluvians as well, she might even be there. Shall we?
Yes, we shall. Level up. My guess is this will be probably the last one. And actually we've reached such a level that we can actually get one more specialization. So I'll just go ahead and use Spirit Healer. "69 magic, good grief. Vexus is a legendary mage now, it seems. Okay, let's see. So, when you were here in the original game, you cannot go beyond this point.
Let me just get this again. Your name is Florian Phineas...
Horatio Aldebrandt, Esquire. Can't forget the Esquire. Father insisted.
Did your parents hate you?
No, they adore me. In fact, I'm sure my name is a result of overwhelming love replacing good sense.
Well, actually, I have this the other way around. In this game, you can only go to this point, and then you go to the world map. In the original game, if you come back to this point, after you first visit the Shattered Mirror, you can head back a little bit further, I believe, and you get to a place where there's a Easter egg where it talks about the dwarves. I think it says something to the fact that the dwarves delved too frugally and too shallow, which is a joke on the part in the Lord of the Rings where the Balrog comes because the dwarves delved too greedily and too deep. So, nice little fantasy joke there, in case you missed that during the main game, if you're the Dalish elf origin. Alright, so we're going back to where the end game for Awakening was, which is the Dragon Bone Wastes up in Amaranthine. And this will also be the place where this particular quest ends. You gotta wonder what happened to kill all the dragons. I mean, did the dragons have some big nest or society here and they all died off? Or is this like the urban legend of the Elephant Graveyard where all dragons go to this point in order to end their lives? I have no idea.
We're here. Keep your eyes open for dragons. And mirrors.
Okay. Landmark Skull. Actually, given that this is here, you may be able to do the landmark quest in this expansion as well, now that I think about it. Again, it's obviously nothing vital to the story, but if you're a completionist, then that may be something you want to do.
Let's get started.
I am far from a completionist, except when it comes to story
I can
events.
see why.
Yeah. Face me.
Alright.
I've never met a dragon worshipper before. Not much for small talk, are they?
Why would anyone worship a dragon?
Dragons are big, powerful, and they breathe fire! Some people are easily impressed.
I wonder if these are offshoots of the Andraste cult
Or do you actually think you have
that
a
was in the
chance?
original game. Because we didn't necessarily slaughter the entire cult. We just removed their current leader when we were
Stay still.
up in the Frostback Mountains that one time. So who knows?
This should
Maybe
be
the
easy
cult
enough.
is still around. And Ariane has just leveled, so we'll go ahead and give her some extra tricks once we're done here. Got some drakes and some draggerlings around here. Kind of makes you paranoid if a full-fledged dragon is going to show up or not.
I'll try to make something explode.
enemy somewhere around here. There he is.
No mercy!
Okay. Vanguard leveled up as well. We're almost finished here, so we're just gonna deck everyone out full blown with their primary attribute. Oops. She can specialize. I forgot about that. Alright. She's already a champion, so why not Spirit Warrior and Guardian? She seems like a person who might like some help from the spiritual world. Where in the world are we going? We're going this way, I believe. Gotta head to the bottom of the map.
Enemies approaching. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Dalish!
Battle really isn't my cup of tea.
Now there is an end boss to this quest, but it may not be what you expect.
What is that?
Of Arterral? It can't be. They're only legends. It is said they were rock and tree, wind and rain, given form and breath by the elven gods to protect their people.
To protect their people? Then why does it look like it's going to eat you?
Unbelievable. A dragon.
I'll try to make something.
Is it just me?
Actually, that's not a dragon, Vexus. That sounded like a little dialogue glitch there. But yes, this is basically an uber guardian spirit that the ancient elves used to use. And this is not the last time we'll see one of these creatures in the Dragon Age universe. And again, because of our exceptionally high level, it's also not much of a challenge, unfortunately.
As you wish.
Except for the fact that it continuously paralyzes me, so I can't actually do anything.
Is this wise?
See if I can paralyze it. Hey, it worked! I did paralyze it. I love this spell.
Is it time to flee?
Battle awaits!
There we go. Timber. And it's gone. Alright, let's see what information we have on it. According to Arain, the elven gods created Vartarals to guard the elves and their most treasured artifacts. They are so rare that even the Dalish believe they are only legends. The one you encountered was especially vicious, attacking even Arain, or Ariane, one of the people it was created to protect. Why exactly is anyone's guess. Okay. Quick save. The center of power. That's a bold statement for a place. Let's see what's inside. But, sure enough, this is actually the nest. In other words, this is the same place where we face the Broodmother at the end of Awakening. So I guess if Vexus may not have left so soon after the last battle with the Mother, he may have actually found the mirror. Who knows? There it is. And wouldn't you know it, after 2.5 years of searching, there's Morrigan. Looks like she's in the midst of her own kind of scrying ritual.
The Eluvian. And it's glowing. We should...
I think she's expecting you. Ask her about our book.
No further, please. One more step and I leave. For good this time.
Hello to you too, Morrigan.
I assume you know what this is. I have gone to great lengths to find and activate this portal. Give me reason and I use it, and you will not be able to follow.
I didn't come here to fight you, Morrigan.
I did not think you had. Tell me, why did you come?
I couldn't let it end just like that.
And you once argued with me that love is not weakness. I will never understand you, and you will never understand me.
I won't understand, Morrigan, unless you help me to.
I would not even know where to begin explaining.
Please, tell me where the child is.
He is safe, and beyond your reach. All you need to know is that the child is an innocent. He knows nothing of the destiny that lies before him.
And what is your plan? I need to know.
My plan is to leave and prepare the child for what is to come. Such preparation requires time and power. I must have both if I am to be successful. More than this, I dare not say, even to you.
Very well. No more questions.
Then allow me to provide you a warning. 'Tis Flemeth you should beware of, not me. Hunt her if you hunt anyone.
I thought Flemeth was dead.
My mother has tricked her way past death and more. She is no more finished than I am. I thought I knew what Flemeth planned. I thought what she craved was immortality, and yet I was wrong. So very wrong. She is no blood mage, no abomination. She is not even truly human. The ritual was but a means to an end, a herald for what is to come.
Why? What's going to happen?
Change is coming to the world. Many fear change, and will fight it with every fiber of their being. But sometimes, change is what they need most. Sometimes, change is what sets them free.
And is that what you want? To be free?
What I want is unimportant now. I cannot tarry longer. The time has come for me to go.
Morrigan, take me with you.
You cannot know what you ask. 'Twould be better if you stayed. For you. For us both.
I want to meet my son.
Then come, my love. We will face the future together.
And so ends the expansion known as the Witch Hunt. And so, while it is not explicitly shown, it seems pretty much implied that both the Warden Vexus and his love Morrigan have gone off to do some very world-shattering and changing events, and that perhaps Vexus will indeed finally meet his son. And if nothing else, we did get that revelation that the child was, in fact, a son that she bore to him. And that Vexus's long search for Morrigan finally came to an end in, I would say, mostly a happy way. They're still in love, and they're now taking on the future together, whatever the future may be. Unfortunately for the for the companions of this quest, it's never really said whether they got the book, but I believe that if you do not choose to follow Morrigan into the mirror, you can just walk over to the side, and I believe the book is there. So I'd be reasonably certain that Vexus's companions did actually recover the book that they were looking for. And of course, Ariane now knows of the location of a working Illuvion. Now, whether that brings good or ill to her tribe is left to be seen. And of course, Finn is there as well, so it may be that the Circle learns of the presence of this particular Illuvion as well. So, plenty of potential there, perhaps for drama, depending on who gets to that Illuvion first, the Dalish Elves or the Circle. But for now, all of those questions are left unanswered, because as you saw at the very beginning of this particular quest, 2.5 years passed, and that almost covers the whole of Dragon Age 2, to the point where the story of Dragon Age 2 is going to end about 6 months or so after the ending of this particular quest here. And I don't want to give any big spoilers, but you will hear mentions of the Warden being back or returning near the end of Dragon Age 2. And basically this is where he supposedly would be coming back from, is that Vexus leaves with Morrigan, but by the time of the ending of Dragon Age 2, there are rumors that he has returned from wherever he went. So there, while there is definitely going to be a new main character for Dragon Age 3, the possibility still remains that we will see both the Warden and the protagonist Hawk from Dragon Age 2 both making appearances in kind of the final push, because, you know, as these games tend to go, they tend to come as trilogies. So I would do a pretty fair bet that Dragon Age 3 will be the last game of the series. But anyway, most of that is just speculation. So for now, I would like to once again offer a thank you, especially to those viewers who came with me all the way from the very beginning of Dragon Age Origins. This pretty much, as I said, concludes the arc of the Warden, and finishes up his storyline with Morrigan. And now, the question, will I do Dragon Age 2? I think eventually I will. Dragon Age 2 had mixed results in the response from the fan base. I'll say what I've said before is that I enjoyed it, and I saw both improvements and kind of steps back from the original game, so I had mixed feelings about it on the whole. Yet I still felt it was a decent addition to the series, and I did enjoy playing it. And I like the Dragon Age world in general, so any return to Dragon Age, the world, is a welcomed journey for me. So, I will return, I think, and do Dragon Age 2, but, that said, I do like to mix up the genres of games so that members of you guys, the audience, who have preferences for different genres can be pleased by different Let's Plays of stuff. So, I think I'm going to do at least 2 or 3 games before I return to Dragon Age 2. That said, if you are looking forward to me doing a Let's Play of Dragon Age 2, feel free to say so in the comments below. Because it's always nice to know whether or not these Let's Plays are of any particular game series or something that you really want to see. At this point, I would normally say that I was going to take a break. However, now that at the time of this recording, at least, I have a pretty solid full-time job as a physics professor. I have my summers off, and my summers are by far the easiest time for me to do these types of activities. During the school year, it gets really hard. So instead of taking a break over the summer, I think I'm going to do the opposite and try to get as much LPing done as I can over the summer, and then take a break in the fall. So, I already have some ideas lined up for some games coming up. The one I'm going to do next, I think the closest thing I've done to a game like it is The Path. So it's going to be a little bit more surreal, much less action-oriented. So for those of you who like the more cerebral games that I do, you'll be in for a treat, I think, with this upcoming game. And then from then, I'm going to go into a bit more of a traditional adventure game. Again, I hope that you guys will enjoy that as well. And of course, feel free to make suggestions. I do look over the comments given on any of my videos, so during any of my videos, if you want to comment on seeing me do a particular LP of one kind of game or another, I can't promise that I'll do it, but I will certainly give it consideration. Because as much as I do this for myself because I find that, fun to do, I also like to do or lean towards the games that my audience would like to see played through. So, I think that does it for me, and for the immediate future, this concludes our second foray into the Dragon Age world, and we'll probably return sometime in the future. But until next time, fellow adventurers, this is Vexus. Take care.